Hello everyone, my name is Ina, and welcome back to my room. Alright, so basically this is going to be the first video of the year. I actually had one that was planned to release last year, but it kind of just got like a bit out of dated, so essentially it's going to be a refresh of it. Also, welcome to 2023, we made it, congratulations, proud of you, proud of you. But essentially what we're going to be doing is a game pickups video. Now this is a bunch of stuff that's been collected from the previous months from last year, so November, December, and a couple that have actually been picked up at the start of this year. And yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys, and you know what, let's just get into it. We'll start with the first one that I got, which basically I found on Amazon because they were doing a sale over the Christmas period, and that was Kirby Planet Robobot. I've, as you know, on this channel, basically I've fallen in love with Kirby from the latest game that released on Switch, The Forgotten Land, and I've been going back and playing Triple Deluxe, I believe, on the 3DS at the moment. I'm like, okay, I'm all in on Kirby. And from what I hear, Planet Robobot was actually kind of like most people's favorite for the 3DS, so I'm actually like really looking forward to it. It looks like it's got mechs, a bunch of mini games and stuff too, so that's really cool. But yeah, I'm loving the pink. You wouldn't download a car character, so this is one that I picked up. I think I got it for around about 60 Australian, which is really good. It's really good for this game in particular, because this one can typically go anywhere from 90 to 100. So very solid deal. Really happy. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but he's still sealed with the Nintendo official seal. So really cool. He'll probably get cracked open, but either way, really cool to have in the collection. One that was highly recommended to me, and that is Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Apparently this is another classic one. Really cute aesthetic. It's very like akin to like a Yoshi's Woolly World, I suppose. I don't know who did it first. Please don't harass me. But yeah, really cool. Once again, Kirby having some unique ability set by the looks of it. More mini games. Man, Kirby games love their mini games. And yeah, I think I picked this one up for maybe 40 Australian, which is another great price, to be honest, for this one. And yeah, sealed. Once again, it's sealed. I don't know where these sealed games have been living, but it's kind of amazing to be able to get it for, you know, $40 and $60 respectively, sealed. But yeah, super stoked to have Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Definitely going to give this one a playthrough as well. And yeah, why don't we move on to the next one? Okay, so I've got a bunch of Switch games that I've picked up, so we'll just start with this one here. Nier Automata, or Nier Automata, depending on how you like to pronounce it. I say Nier Automata, but that's okay. Nier Automata, I mean. What's wrong with me? Anyway, yeah, I don't really know if there's much to say. This game's been out for a long time, but what I will say about this game in particular, especially on Switch, the port is incredible. I don't know what kind of black magic they've worked, but the port for this game is actually amazing. It's super smooth, super silky to play, which is like unbelievable on the Switch, unless you're like playing incredibly particular games. But yeah, I mean, it just runs super well, and obviously it's an absolutely amazing game. I played it a long time ago on PC, but having it on handheld is super cool. I thought it would be incredibly choppy and kind of garbage, to be honest, but pleasantly surprised. So if you're after an awesome action JRPG, this is probably one of the best ones, to be honest. This is one of my favorite games of all time, so definitely check it out if you haven't before and you're into sort of spectral fighters. You know, if you know, I'd say if you're into Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, you've probably already played this, but if you haven't, definitely give it a check. It's super good. I got this one from normal retail. It was about, I think I got it for about $50. It's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good deal. But yeah, Nier Automata, another one for the Switch collection. Alright, let's talk about these two. I have Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. I kind of feel like they should just be talked about at the same time because they're effectively the same video game, if you could believe it. Now, there's a lot of controversy surrounding these games, and that's fair enough because, good lord, there's a lot wrong with these games. However, in saying that, this is my first game I've been playing with my partner, Softlight. You maybe have seen her on the channel from previous game pickups videos. I went with Violet, and I got her Scarlet, and we've been playing it together, and it's been actually in super enjoyable experience, because at first she didn't really get it. She was like, I don't understand why I'm catching these Pokemon. This feels dumb. And then we got about 6 hours in and she's like, okay, I need to just run out in this field and catch all these Pokemon. She's hooked. Unfortunate, it looks like hot garbage, and it's her first one, but the multiplayer aspect of it is actually really good. It gives you a lot of freedom to play with your friends or your partner or anything like that, because there's just a lot more multiplayer elements to it. But we're slowly working our way through it. We're still, only like a few gyms in and stuff, but because when you play with someone who hasn't ever played one of these games for the first time, things can slow down a bit, which is fine. It's actually kind of nice to slow down while playing a Pokemon game rather than absolutely speed running, all the way through it. So, would I recommend picking them up? Maybe on sale? Maybe pick them up on sale? That'll never happen. It's a Nintendo game, but if you can find one cheap on a marketplace or, your local like game shop or whatever pre-owned, definitely do it if you're a Pokemon fan. Otherwise, if you're not, maybe stay clear of these ones. Maybe you're better off picking up something that's like Arceus or even like Brilliant Diamond or something like that. But yeah, so far really enjoying myself, but that might be due to the multiplayer aspect. Got a sealed one here. We've got Ooblets. Ooblets is essentially like a cute farming sim life game where the plants you're growing are actually just like little, I guess like little Pokemon. They're just like little mons that kind of like follow you around. I don't know too much about it. I saw that it was really cute and I thought I would grab it because it looks like something my partner would also be interested in. I believe Fangamer is the one who put out the physical run for this, or at least that's where I got it from. It's still sealed, but definitely going to crack into this one. Super cute, super wholesome. If you're into life sim games, aka Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, Harvestella, do we add that one in there? I don't know, that's a recent one. Ooblets might be the move. And from what I've heard of the soundtrack's incredible. So yeah, definitely want to give this one a look if you're in the market for sort of farming life sim games. But yeah, Ooblets, very happy to have it in the collection. Very cool, very epic. Got one of my favorite indie games of all time, Loop Hero. This is from Special Reserve Games. I've had this one pre-order for ages. I had no idea when this was meant to arrive to my house, but here it is. And yeah, like I said, Loop Hero is one of my favorite indie games of all time. It is just so addictive. It is such a nice pick-up and play one session and then go, and having that on the Switch is absolutely amazing. I've put so many hours into this on PC that I'm literally still trying to figure out if I want to crack this physical or if I just want to buy it digitally and play it digitally and leave this still sealed, because it's just one of my favorite games of all time, and just having a sealed copy of it's kind of nice, I got this one, so this is 2,435 out of 4,000. That's a very low number, but I'm really kind of like excited at the premise of still taking it on the go, so I still might just buy it for a third time, which, to be fair, I would be fine with. However, this copy did cost me about 90 Australian dollars, which is on the high end for sure, but it's better than, getting scalped later for $200, right? So yeah, I mean, if you haven't checked out Loop Hero, it's kind of hard to explain. It's definitely a roguelike game with meta progression that exists outside of it, but I think it's something you should look into for sure. I don't even really want to like spoil what it is, because it's kind of incredibly addicting in the same vein that Vampire Survivors is addicting. So Loop Hero, definitely check it out if you're into indie games and roguelike games with beautiful, simple art styles. Definitely give it a look. So I picked up Star Wars Force Unleashed. This is a Switch game, which is originally from the old PS3 consoles? PS3, Xbox 360 era. And essentially they just did a limited run of them from limited run games. So this is 146 of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. And I really wanted to grab it because I actually never got a chance to play this one. But in saying that, I got a chance to play the DS versions of The Force Unleashed, which, like a crazy child, I actually really enjoyed. But apparently those games are awful. But as a kid, I remember absolutely loving The Force Unleashed on DS. So I wanted to grab a Switch copy. Came in this little protective case, and she's still sealed inside, and it's just another one that I will get to. But yeah, this is not my most recent pickup. My most recent pickup is the one I'm actually going to save till the end, because it's the one I'm most excited about, and probably will be baiting the thumbnail with. But yeah, Star Wars Force Unleashed, limited run games. Very cool. Alright, now we have the big chungus, Bayonetta 3 Trinity Masquerade Edition. I'm a massive Bayonetta fan. It's probably one of my favorite action adventure games. I don't know what you want to call it, kind of all time. And I, like a silly person, had to get the limited edition of it. I haven't even opened it yet. I've already got another copy of Bayo 3. It's just kind of sad, kind of the controversy that happened with Bayo 3, to be honest. Yeah, definitely was kind of undeserved. It's actually an amazing game. Let down a little bit by, Switch's aging hardware, for sure. I'm really looking forward to whenever that new Switch comes out, because Lord knows some of these games need it. But yeah, Bayo 3 is an incredible game. If you're already a fan of action games, you've probably already played Bayonetta 3, but if you haven't, please check it out. It is excellent, and some of the weaponry is just outstanding. But I mean, now I have this. I've now got it matching my other special edition for 1 and 2. So it's kind of nice to have the entire sort of limited edition collection trilogy thing going on. But yeah, not much else really to say. This one wasn't even too bad. I think I paid maybe $140, which is pretty good for a collector's edition. It may even be less, maybe 120. I can't remember at this point, because this is the oldest one that I haven't shown you guys. This was like October, or whenever that game came out, right? So this one is definitely the oldest one I haven't shown you guys yet. It's really cool. The stuff inside is also really cool. And I'll probably end up actually cracking it one day, just like the other one, just to get the stuff out to put on display. But yeah, for now, she'll stay closed. And yeah, that's the Bayonetta 3 Special Edition. Okay, now here's the one I'm most excited to show. It is also the newest edition that I have to my collection. Now here's the thing. This game in particular is, I've got a list of Grail games, especially for the 3DS. The 3DS is kind of like the main platform I like to collect games for, right? If you've seen my other 3DS videos, you've kind of seen my collection up until now. But this one was one I never thought I would get, just purely on the fact that A, in my country, it's not super widely available, and B, it's incredibly expensive. This game can go, from just the cartridge, can go for up to $200, which I was not willing to pay for a not incomplete version of a game. But I happened to luckily be on Facebook Marketplace when I saw this game and, hit the old like rub eyes Tim Allen noise, insert here type moment. And that is Metal Gear Solid 3D Snake Eater. Complete in box. It is a US copy of the game, and man, so crazy. It's one of those things I honestly can't believe I even own. And I got it for, the guy sold it for $80, which is unreal. Getting it for $80, it sounds like a lot, but if you go to eBay right now and try and find a copy of it that isn't just its cartridge, for the lower than 200, you should absolutely take that, because there just doesn't appear to be many versions of this game, or if people own it, they're not willing to part with it. So it's extremely hard to get, and the only reason I got it is the guy was downsizing his collection. And at the time I was like, I can't believe this guy is downsizing just this game in particular. But yeah, this is amazing. This is such a sick addition to my collection. I can't believe I even got it. This was one I never expected to get. And I will definitely be playing this one on stream. Like I've said in previous videos, I've got a 3DS with a capture card coming, and I'm really looking forward to see how this game performs. I don't even want to spoil myself on how this performs in 3DS. I haven't watched any videos on it at all. I just knew it existed, and that it's incredibly rare and incredibly expensive, especially to get in Australia. And it's really funny because the guy who had it was just like, this is a US copy, you know that, right? Like, you know it, right? Like, it's not going to play in a EU handheld. I'm like, dude, I get it. I understand how it works. And he's like, okay, cool. He was very adamant about the fact that it was. But yeah, just super stoked. This is like probably one of my favorite things in my collection now. yeah, it's just unbelievable. They made a Metal Gear Solid game, or a remake for the DS handheld. I'm expecting it to perform pretty poorly, but you know, we'll see how we go. Yeah, that's the video. Welcome back to 2023. Yeah, I look, I've got a green screen and stuff. It's incredibly crinkled, so it's going to be incredibly low budget. I've got some new lighting and stuff, and I'm going to see how well it kind of performs its task at not creating shadows and stuff. And this year's going to be the year a bit more of experimentation. I've got a lot more going on, between going to be doing some game dev stuff as well as just, you know, normal life stuff, but I also love doing collecting videos, which is just going to be more casual. But like I've talked in other videos, there's some more extreme kind of content I want to do based around the video games I love, and doing video essays on that. So for those of you who have stuck around and subscribed, also thank you. Sorry so much for the drought of content. I know you guys obviously who have subscribed are primarily here for collection content, which makes sense because that's all I've done so far. But I really hope you stick around for the video essay stuff. I think it'll be really good. I mean, I've written tons of scripts for a bunch of videos. It might be a bit lo-fi budget, but that's okay. I think it's more just going to be kind of like the words are the important part. But I digress. I'm going on a ramble. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've had a great start to the year of 2023. And yeah, thank you for sticking with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you picked up any new stuff over the holiday for your collection, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.